Hey.
I am Dr. Madison Lee. I have people with me in need of shelter. You must allow us access at once.
I'm sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized civilians allowed inside the Citadel. You'll have to leave now.
Lions! I know you're in there! I know you can hear me! You open this goddamn door right now!
Damn, she got a short temper, yo.
We need to escape while we can. What is it? We'll be...
Name's Paladin Bale. What do you need, civilian? I can see you're trying to appeal to my good nature. Pity for you I don't have one. I'll give you this one for free. We use our big guns to kill big super mutants, so people like you... You're standing in front of the Citadel, headquarters to the Brotherhood of Steel, Capital Wasteland Detachment. Yeah, the city ruins are crawling with them. They've pretty much overrun all of Old D. Do yourself and us a favor and stay as far away from there as humanly possible. That's an affirmative. You're clear to enter, but I still don't like it. Or you. Of course.
What's up?
Nothing to see here. Keep moving, Wastelander.
Hail! You ever seen a super mutant's head explode?
Madison,
Hell of a
I'm
mess.
surprised to see you here. What can I do for you?
Don't talk down to me, Lions. I had nowhere else to turn. You must help us. Project Purity has been overrun.
Yes, I'd heard reports of an incident there. What details can you give us?
The Enclave. They've attacked Project Purity. James is dead. There may be more. I don't know. You have to do something.
Then it's as we feared. Madison, I'm sorry this happened. I wish we could have done something.
Then do something now. They've taken over the Purifier. Lions, they cannot be permitted to have control over it. It's not right.
No. Calm down. You know as well as I do that the Purifier doesn't work. It's useless to them. Perhaps it's time to walk away.
That's not true. James, he found what's been missing. We know how to get it running.
Is that so? Does the Enclave know this?
No, I don't think... I don't know. I just don't know what's happening anymore.
All right, Madison, it'll be okay. Now, this is James's son, I presume? I can see the resemblance.
Yes, He knows what we need. Vault-Tec computer, something to locate equipment. Please help him.
Very well, we'll sort this all out.
I need to rest, lie down or something. This is just too much. Rothschild should help you, but don't forget that he's Brotherhood. I've never trusted them. Be careful what you...
Hail!
Elder Lyons, sir.
As you were, Knight.
Hail. Hail.
You have my condolences. Your father was a good man. More than anyone else, I dare say. Certainly enough to know they're the greatest threat the capital wasteland. The Brotherhood of Steel has encountered the Enclave before, you see. Over 30 years ago, back in California. Then they were led by a President Richardson. Now we've got this Eden to contend with. It matters not now, as before they seek to control and destroy. All in the guise of restoring order. Your father, I fear, was just the beginning. The Brotherhood is an old organization going back to the years just after the war. We are but a part of it. What would you like to know? The Brotherhood began on the West Coast, and exists there still. We were dispatched to this location. In truth, the Brotherhood of Steel has been struggling for years, both here and... Honor, truth, courage. These virtues seem to have little meaning in these troubled times. Ah, now, that's the real question, isn't it? Our orders were, and are, to acquire any and all advanced technology. And we have, to the best of our... But when I realized the extent of the super-mutant threat, I felt it was my responsibility to... Unfortunately, my superiors back west disagree with my assessment of the situation. They feel I've grown too attached to the local... And they're right. In any event, the Enclave's arrival changes. It's been over 20 years since we arrived, and we've been struggling to contain and eradicate the super... With the arrival of the Enclave, I have a terrible feeling. Would you believe no? It's pathetic, really, considering we've been fighting those abominations for nearly 20... In all that time, all we've managed to do is to contain the threat, hold them back so they don't overrun... But we don't really know anything. Where they're from. And now here we are, holed up in our Citadel. Low on resources, low on troops. It's enough to make an old man so... Talk to Scribe Jameson. She is our keeper of the scrolls. She spends most of her time in the archives. You'll find them in A-Ring. Hail.
I will serve the Citadel and Elder Lyons until my dying breath.
You just managed to get yourself into all sorts of trouble, don't you? Welcome to the Citadel. Not many civilians. I've read the reports, seen the initial scans, but I figured those radio transmissions were just old recordings. Never figured the Enclave would actually show up, in the flesh. But don't worry. Whatever they try, we'll be ready for it. I'll lead the Pride to knock them out tomorrow. If... You've seen them, so you know what we know. If we can figure out where they're coming from... It's the best of the Brotherhood, bar none. No one gets in without my say-so. In my father's name, I bid you...
Is there any better life? Welcome. Hail.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Welcome. Thanks for the information.
You honor us with your presence here. All this time spent acquiring technology, and we look like cavemen next to the Enclave. That is not acceptable.
Hail! The Enclave seems to have developed advanced plasma-based weaponry. I need to analyze our power armor.
Need something, friend?
Oh, anytime.
Well, what's your tactical appraisal of our situation?
There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland in the Evergreen Hills region. That's heavy raider country, so things could be interesting.
Thanks for the information. Hey, that's what I'm here. What aid can I offer you, outsider? Talk to Scribe Jameson. She is our keeper of the scrolls. Glad?
Well, what's your tactical appraisal of our situation?
There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland, in the Evergreen Mills region. That's heavy raider country, so things can get interesting.
I see.
So,
What's on your mind?
does this sound noble enough? Quail before me, foul super mutant. Thine end is at
Enclave
hand.
troops have fortified the
Yield,
purifier
that I may
complex.
ease thy
With those
suffering.
vertibirds, they're able to transport
doing?
personnel at a remarkable
I've been practicing.
Hail. Name's Greg. Greg Bear. Most of the guys just call me Kodiak. Heard about that mess over at the purifier. Don't you worry. You're safe. Now that's a story. The only reason I'm here is because of Elder Lyons. You see, I grew up in the pit. It's about 500 clicks to the northwest. Place is a nightmare. 3 irradiated rivers coming together. People there, but the Brotherhood of Steel came down on the place with a righteous hammer. They called it. It was a Brotherhood operation. They marched in and swept the place clean. Most of the people there were half-mutated, cancerous. And these people, rape gangs, torture squads. It was pure chaos there. The Scourge is the best thing. This was way back, before the Citadel was fortified. Part of the early recon after the Brotherhood. One night, a squad of brothers led by Paladin Lions swept into the city from over Mount Wash, tearing apart anyone who stood against. They were completely outnumbered. As they swept through, the Brotherhood policed up every non-mutie child they could find. Turns out there weren't that many. Me and maybe 20 others. The younger we were, the less of a chance that we were mutated. It was ugly work, no doubt, but I'll never forget the sight of the Brotherhood of Steel breaching the breast of the mountain. Elder Lyons brought us all back to the Citadel. He said he put us in as initiates and kept a watchful eye over us. He was tough, but he taught us to stay alive. Nah, the amazing thing is Elder Lyons. He risked everything. So I do my best to serve the Brotherhood. I know that's what he really wants. There's meat under that armor, and meat can be ground. Hell, I've killed more of those yellow Frankensteins than any other member of the Pride. Except maybe Gallows, those crazy solo night ops of his. Now, I see the Brotherhood's one thing, but the Pride, best of the best. Every damn one of us. Hell, I do it all. Recon, demolition, tactical assault. Guess you could say I'm the Pride. Never.
Come on, we're a nightly order, right? All right. I figure we should speak the part. What's the situation?
What's the situation?
Enclave troops been
Elder Lyons does not sound like that. You're an idiot.
They're able to transport personnel in a range of us nothing. Very well. Thank you for the update.
Oh, anytime. Well, what's your tactical appraisal of our situation?
There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland in the Evergreen Mills region. That's heavy raider country, so things could get in.
Need something, friend?
All right. Thanks for the information.
So what's
Enclave troops have fortified the purifier complex.
Hail. Yes? No. What do you want? Spec Ops. Let's leave it at that. Sarah appreciates my methods. Shoot them, they die. Stab them, they die. Strangle them, they're men. They're born, they live, they die. Stay.
So what's the latest report? There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland in the Evergreen. Very well. Thank you for the update.
Hail. Welcome to the Citadel, friend of steel.
Outsiders in the Citadel. Such a pleasure.
I saw that you completed your tests. What results are you seeing?
Power systems are not... % at startup, but are running at 37% efficiency after coming fully online. I'm looking into what might be causing the leak.
You honor us with your presence here.
The elders sent word of your arrival. I am Scribe Peabody. Now, I'm really very... You want to talk to Scribe James? Indeed. Pay no heed to those headstrong knights with their pop guns and bravado. It is the scribes who make the Brotherhood what it truly is. The brawn is useless without the brain. Each order of scribes is dedicated to a unique field, all equally important, all more important than the... Sword, of course. Weapons, my boy. You name it, I've helped someone kill it. I'm the proctor of the Order of the Sword, you see. Weapons research. Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, Order of the Quill, weapons, defenses, and research. Let me know if... Foul, detestable beasts. They're like an infestation, always so determined to kill or... Ha! With my eyes closed, and I... Until now.
What was the result of the latest scan?
There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland, in the Evergreen Mills region. That's heavy raider country, so things could get interesting.
May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years. The world has lost one of its... Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. A Gek? Goodness no, certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really... If, however, you share your father's determination, I may... Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault Tech. It may have the information you...
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A-Ring.
You are welcome. If you require
Need some?
I'm afraid I have other duties to attend to right now. If you find the computer to be helpful, there may... I am, and have been since we first found him, well over 20 years. Liberty Prime is the designation we found on file for him. Magnificent, don't you think? It's the energy consumption. Something that big with such... Could I? Yes. Will I? No. Go see Peabody or Bowditch. He was developed as a superweapon back in the days before the war. The first joint operation between Robco and General Atomic. Apparently, he was meant to help liberate Alaska from the Chinese, but was never completed. They were forced to go in without him. They won, but suffered heavy losses. If we can get him up and running, well... Don't...
Thing, friend?
Scribe Bowditch, I'd like to hear your report on those latest armor modifications.
Ah, you're a bit early today, sir. Regardless, I'm happy to report that the development of the Mark II Recon Armored Unit is proceeding as planned.
I'm pleased to hear that. You anticipate any setbacks? Last month's progress was, well, let's call it underwhelming.
I'm afraid that there may be a delay, sir. So far, I haven't been able to salvage
Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lyons, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lyons. And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now what may I do to help you? I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton. He was a nobleman. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you. I only pray that my own death has such meaning. And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell his story. And continue to do his work. But now I must ask you a difficult question, if I have your leave to do so. I escorted your father across the wastes. It was the best I could contribute to his efforts to restore fresh water to the people. I would like the honor of escorting you in your journey to complete his work. As a Star Paladin, I answer only to Elder Lyons. He has given me leave to pursue the restoration of Project Purity. By aiding you in your travels, I shall fulfill that mission as best I am capable. Then I shall follow your leave and submit to your command. As James's child, I know I don't need to explain, but I am not your servant. If I do not like the path your actions take, I will return here. Now, let us go forward. Crush the Enclave and fulfill your father's mission.
Need something, friend? Ah, you're back. You need something else now. Ah, well, that much I believe I can help with. Step over here for a moment. I'll show you where it is. Follow me. I'll show you what I can about Vault 87. Follow me. I'll show you what I can about Vault 87. Follow me. I'll show you what I can about Vault 87. This map shows the locations of all known vaults in the local area. Vault 87 has been highlighted for you. There. Entrance to Vault 87 will be particularly difficult for you, I'm afraid. The area is highly irradiated. Lethal levels are all around the entrance. Gaining direct access will be... Quite simply, you don't. To attempt such a thing would be certain death for you. You share your father's determination, it seems. And in this case, you are correct. There may well be another way. Vault 87 is located very close to the site of Lamplight Caverns. It is entirely probable that the vault may be entered from within the caves. Attempts were made, but our resources are stretched thin. The radiation proved fatal, and so our efforts were focused elsewhere. Perhaps you will have more success. The Brotherhood simply cannot spare the resources necessary to investigate the area. Perhaps you may be more successful. If you do find anything, please return here so that we may decide how best to proceed. I wish we could do more, but the Brotherhood potentially faces a very pressing, very real threat in the Enclave. All of my efforts must now be devoted to assessing the threat they may pose to us. I'm sure you understand.
The Brotherhood is at your service. Need something, friend?